Hey, first of all, apologies for the background noise here. The fan is on. I just woke up from a nap. I'm not mic'd up or clearly ready to be making videos, but I felt compelled to share something with you right now. As you know, the work that I do is giving tools to people to help them get out of their head, to get out of your feelings, get out of your trauma, to let go of all the stories that you have in your head in order that you can get back into action and think straight, react and respond in a more responsible, mature way, so that you can have better relationships with people, whether that's at work, with your family, with your partner, your kids, whoever. Because we all run patterns in our heads, right? We run patterns. We've taken on things as kids that we aren't always aware of, and those patterns run, and then we get triggered as adults, and then zoom, like a lightning bolt. Those same reactions we had as children shoot through into our brains, and we respond in the same way to people that have no idea what's going on, right? And by what I mean by that is, like, when you get angry at someone for no apparent reason, or you get really upset, or you feel very overwhelmed, you start screaming and shouting. Those are all, if you look at the person that's doing it, they look like a child having a tantrum, because that's the time. What you're seeing in real time is the reaction of someone who is hurting because they got that same hurt that they caught when they were younger, or that they took on when they were younger, is happening in real time in their 20, 30, 40, 50-year-old body right now. That's what's happening when we get triggered. We are responding in the same way that we did at the age when we got hurt. That's what's happening. And so the tools that I create are to help you pull that out, to acknowledge it, to see it. And it's like, what do I do? What do I do? How do I get through this? And so we just learn to process. Like, that's how we do it. We're literally processing old emotions, old thoughts that hurt us, so that we can clear them and let go of them, so that we can be really stable and regulated, and navigate the world, which is very triggering. So that's what I do. And I just wanted to share that we're not immune. As much as you do this, as much as you do the work, and I've done the work, I've been doing it forever, and this is why I teach it, you can still get caught up sometimes, and it's a very human thing to do. And right now, I barely nap. The reason I did that is because I'm overwhelmed. In all honesty, what happened is I got very triggered last night in a way that I couldn't get past. I couldn't stop it in the moment. And usually I'm really good at it. I don't really get triggered. It's very hard to trigger me. But I did. And, I reckon I had a conversation with somebody, and I just got so upset that I just unleashed. And I couldn't control it. And it was awful, because I knew I was behaving like a child when it happened, but I couldn't even self-regulate in that moment. And it was on text. Thank goodness. So it wasn't awful. But as an adult, you're still looking at that going, oh my God, like, this is so embarrassing. Why am I doing this? And then you get covered, with the shame creeps up, and then you're embarrassed, and it's like, oh God, like, what am I doing? And, but I was genuinely really hurt. And I knew it wasn't the person's fault. They were just the trigger. They were just representing the hurt that I felt from a long time ago that I'd forgotten all about. It was buried very, very deep. And I know that because I wouldn't have reacted so harshly if it wasn't. So for those of you that know me and follow me, I had to do a live last night when I was very triggered. I didn't want to do it because I just had no energy. It sapped the life out of me. It took all of my energy. I couldn't think straight. I was very, very hurt. I didn't share that with anyone, but people knew my energy was down. So my live didn't go on for very long. I just knew I needed to rest. I knew I needed to let whatever came out, come out. And so I did. I spent the evening crying. I went to bed early and I cried myself to sleep. And for me, tears are a really good way of acknowledging, like, that tells me something needs to come up. And when we try and suppress it and push it down, it just makes it worse, because it makes it bigger for the next time it comes up. So I knew there was something I needed to let go of, but I didn't have the insight or the rationale to know what it was. I just knew it hurt. So when you get that feeling, you want to sit with it, which is what I did. And for me, tears come out. If you stab me in the heart with a knife, blood would come out as a reaction. So when I'm stabbed in the heart, emotionally, metaphorically, tears are the blood, like the liquid manifestation of my pain, right? So that's what it is. So I know that tears are good for me. So I allowed the tears to come out. I cried myself to sleep. I woke up this morning, felt awful, just everything, all the feels. And I still didn't want to talk to anyone. I was like, I just don't want to be around anybody right now because this takes over me. And that's what happens when you're a really emotional, sensitive person and you get overwhelmed. It will shut you down because it's too big, it's too much to handle. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Like at this point, some people will slip into depression, and you can do better than that. Like you have to know that this is temporary. And I know this is temporary. I'm still not through it yet, but knowing it's temporary is what helps me. I know that usually I get over things like this in seconds, minutes. It's like quickly. It's not what happens, it's how fast you get through it. And for me, it's very quick. And this is a big one. So I know I'm dealing with something here that I logically don't know the answer to yet. But here are the stages, right? Is recognizing that I'm acting like a child to start with, which I did. Knowing that, yes, I will put this right at some point, but it's not going to be now. Allowing myself the space to process and allow the emotions to come up, which I did. Allowing myself to cry myself to sleep, because I know that sleep is a great healer. I've woken up this morning feeling like hell, and I know that it's temporary. So I'm not going to slip into depression. I'm not going to slip into woe is me and being the victim. I don't blame the person that I talked to. They're not in the wrong. They just triggered me. They were the trip switch that got me thinking or processing stuff from a very long time ago that's like whoosh, it's come up. So I'm allowing that to happen. And now what I asked for, I again got overwhelmed. So I was like, I'm just going to go take a nap and just try and like let go of this. I took a nap with the intention of asking my unconscious mind, like, give me the answers, let me figure this out, let this come up and show me what it is that I'm supposed to be learning right now. And so as soon as I woke up, what jumped into my head was make a video, which is the weirdest thing to do because I would never want to do this. But I think what it is, it's helping me process what's going on. And I also want you to realize that even when you have the tools, even when you know what to do, even when you have the expectations that, yes, you know, I'm going to go through this right now, it's going to feel awful, everything is temporary and I will be okay. So I want you to realize that too, because that's what's happening to me right now. I'm still not through it. I will be processing this more, and I will start to then remember what it is that's going on, and I'll start to see that I have a belief somewhere deep inside of me that believes something to be true that actually hurts me. And it's a belief that I took on when I was much younger, probably didn't have the capacity to understand what was happening in the moment. I didn't process it, I didn't have the knowledge, I didn't know, but I carried it. And then it kept triggering me throughout my life. It kept popping up and getting hurt. And then you start building armor around that because you're like, I don't want to go into that situation again. I don't trust anyone. I don't believe anything. And so you build this story so it's so big until eventually the bubble bursts and it pops and it all comes to hit you, which is what's happening to me right now. So I know this is happening. And I also know that I'm going to be okay, even though I don't feel it right now. This is probably part of my healing, is making this video. It's letting you know that it is normal to do this. We all do it. It's a human response. The difference is when you have a tool to get through it and to heal it, and you have the awareness to know that everything is temporary and that you're going to be okay, then it gives you the courage to face it. Instead of pushing it back down and refusing to acknowledge what is happening, you have the courage to go, okay, something wants to come up to be processing it, and I'm going to do that right now. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm going through it real time, and I'm just sharing that with you. So I don't know what you take from any of this. You probably think I'm crazy now. But it's real, and it does happen. But keep going. These tools do work. And if you would like to learn what they are and how to go about that, then shoot me a DM. I'm going to be posting some videos very soon to let people know how they can learn them too. So all of that to say, enjoy the rest of your day, be bold, have courage, go through it, and I'll talk to you again soon.